You have great experience in implementing ERP systems, which are a huge challenge. Anybody that's implemented ERP systems knows what that challenge is like. What lessons did you learn through the implementation of ERP? What are the main challenges and problems people have implementing the ERP system?
Yeah, projects fail notoriously for a lot of reasons. I mean, you can just go to Google and see big name brands that have published legal battles over ERP projects that have failed for millions of dollars in many years. The majority of the work that I've done has actually been within mid-market. So for us, it's typically companies under 500 million in revenue, even under 100 million in revenue. So, which is fun because you're working with folks that you're working directly with the people that are actually growing their own businesses and doing the work. It's not like there's a massive team, of $10 million project, anything like that. I mean, we're talking about projects that are anywhere between 500 to 2,000 hours is the space I've worked in. I'd say couple of the big reasons why projects fail or why they can be challenging is you don't have the people on board. Technology by itself actually doesn't do anything. AI is starting to change that a little bit where, you can actually automate more to do without less tethered to a person. But at the end of the day, you can unplug an AI. It's a computer still, right? So much about business and even change is interpersonal. And, if people feel threatened by an internal change, they're not going to support it. And if they don't support it, it's not going to be successful. Because again, you could implement, I could implement the most expensive ERP system for a team that doesn't want it and it won't do anything. I could implement QuickBooks for a company that shouldn't be in QuickBooks anymore, but the people love it and they'll be more successful with that.
So when you walk into a prospect and or client and you see that they don't have the right people, let's just say that they don't have the right attitude. Some of them are retired and saying, hey, I don't want to undertake a project like this. I'm out of here in 6 months, whatever it might be. How do you address that problem? Because that's going to affect implementation.
Yeah. Part of it's just qualifying, is the project even, is it the right time to do this project? We always, when we kick off, even on the pre-sale side of our business, when we kick off a demo or even a discovery rather, I always kind of throw the question out there. You guys didn't just wake up today and say, let's go through the pain of implementing a new ERP. It's like doing a heart transplant on your business. People don't really want to do that, right?
Heart and brain transplant.
That's right. So there's got to be some reason. Your technology is expiring and you have to move because your server is not going to be supported in a year. Or you had fraud, or there's a new controller, new CFO who said, we have to move. There's really only 3 or 4 reasons people change in our world, and most of them are the ones that, or you've grown. You started on QuickBooks 1 million, now you're 100 million. You really need to get on something else that's more auditable, for example. We start those questions early, and a lot of times if the stars don't align, we either won't take the project on, or if we do take the project on, we're going to add 50% to the consulting budget. Honestly, just because they're going to need more facilitation, more project management, more business process. Has nothing to do with actually configuring the ERP, just more straight consulting. I actually just kicked off a project a few weeks ago, really successful company. Same story as a lot of folks. They're on QuickBooks and they're growing. And we actually added another line in their implementation SOW that's just financial business process renew, financial business process re-engineering, right? Because they just, I can tell they don't have the right internal controls. If we don't do that and we still try to implement the system, they don't have the people, they don't have the internal controls. I mean, they're just going to be really frustrated with it.
Well, my congratulations to you for doing that, because obviously the difference between a good and bad client makes a huge difference in your bottom line, their bottom line, and just the whole work environment you're working in. Hi, Ted Wolf here. I want to thank you for joining us for this Implementors video. The Implementors podcast is presented by Guidewise, where we, along with our vetted member community, recognize that ideas are easy, but implementation is hard. To learn more about getting things done with Guidewise, please visit us at guidewise.io. And to conquer your implementation struggles, please like and share this video and subscribe to our channel. Happy implementing.